Hello, it is Throwback Thursday, May 12th, 2022. Steve Sipress here. And a couple of days ago, you may have noticed, being a little facetious there, I'm pretty sure you did not notice, that it just so happened to be the 145th anniversary of the very first White House telephone. That's right, 1877, good old Rutherford B. Hayes installed the very first ever White House telephone. However, it was decades later. Herbert Hoover, as the president, installed the first phone in the Oval Office. Until then, it had been in the telegraph room, of course. There was a room for the phone, the telegraph. We don't have that on a desk. It was 1877. And in fact, a little trivia question for you. What was the phone number of that very first White House telephone in 1877? Well, I'll tell you. Maybe you could guess. The telephone number for the White House? 1. That was the telephone number. Pick up your phone, dial 1. You get the White House. You don't get the president again. It wasn't in the Oval Office. It's not like a president answered and said, hello? Who is this? In fact, that brings me to my point for today. Almost nobody answers the phone anymore. Most people like to send text messages or use WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. But they use the phone like I am right now to record videos, to take photos, to play games, to online shop on Amazon or other websites, to go on Instagram and watch videos on YouTube. But it's called a phone. But do people use it as a phone anymore? Very few people. In fact, a very small percentage. I don't know, maybe there's a study on it. If you know of one, post it below wherever you're listening or watching this or reading it. And let me know. Otherwise, maybe I'll look it up. What percentage, if there's a study done, what percentage of use of what's called a phone these days is actually used as a phone? I'd say it's less than 1%. However, the most successful people, the leaders in business, in government, in any organization, constantly on the phone, constantly using the phone. And I don't mean using it to check out an app or watch a video or take a photo or go on social media or text message. I mean talking on the phone. That's one way you can tell if someone is someone with power, someone with success, someone who's a mover and shaker. Are there exceptions? Of course. There are successful people who do not talk on the telephone, but by and large, you'll find that billionaires, big deal makers, governors, presidents are on the phone all the time. Now, nowadays, I might use a video phone. I like to use Zoom. I like to be able to share my screen and show examples and brochures and go through sales presentations or explain projects. So I like having that video aspect. I also like the fact of looking someone in the eye and getting to know them and getting to meet them instead of just the voice. But, if you want to call me, you just call me. You don't do these, I love when people do this. They send a text message going, hey, can I call you? I know, I hate to laugh because somebody explained it to me like, no, see, the reason why is they think maybe you might be in a meeting or they're in a meeting or whatever. I'm like, really? Because, the reason I laugh is because you let's see, you have your phone in your hand and you know my phone number because you're sending him a text message. Like, if you have your phone in your hand and you know my phone number, why don't you just call me? What's with the texting? So I now have to pick up the phone and read a text that says, can you call me? And then I have to sit there and do this and type back and say yes, like, just call me. So if you are one of my clients or friends or family members or you have my phone number, just call me. It's a telephone. I like using the telephone. Movers and shakers, the most successful people you'll find. Even the President of the United States, starting in 1877, will use the telephone. Next best thing to meeting in person. Of course, that's even more a sign of who is a mover or shaker, who's someone successful. They have a lot of in-person meetings. They fly to meet somebody. They fly people in to meet with them. They actually drive across town. Oh, God forbid. We could have just done this on Zoom. I could have just texted you. Like, yeah, well, but, I treat you as an important person. I'm an important person. I meet in person. Next best thing is the phone. And like I said, I like the video phone. But way, way down on the list. I don't know how many dozens and dozens of places way down on the list is a text message. When I see somebody doing business over text, I just shake my head. That's unfortunate. That is not a true business person or not a leader, not one of the most successful people. The most successful people still use the phone as a phone, whereas the vast majority of people, probably 95% of people, never use a phone as a phone. That's one way you can tell successful people from people that have no clue. Anyway, that'll do it for Throwback Thursday. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. White House telephone, phone number, #1. And you are #1 in my eyes for being here today on this video with me, live, in person, however you're watching, listening to it, or reading it. And I'll be back here again tomorrow with you on Foundation Friday. We'll have another in our multi-part series on the fantastic foundational book, The Magic of Thinking Big, by Dr. David J. Schwartz. I will catch you then. Over and out. Bye-bye.